Hey, what's up guys? Jake here getting back to some Ladykiller in a bind. It's late afternoon on day 3. We just got all our votes back from the photographer and shared a pretty horrifying experience with her, if we're being honest. And now we're apparently at the bar. So let's get going. I found myself at the bar. Not drinking, just asking the tough questions nobody else seemed to be. Yes? Be honest with me. You're not actually a real maid, are you? Man, you really pick up on that shit quick, huh? I mean, you're hardly in a position to lecture anyone on honesty now, are you? So you're admitting that you're as much of a real maid as I am the real piece of shit then? You are kind of a piece of shit though, don't kid yourself. Also, I still don't, is this fashion these days? You just get a bunch of really weirdly clashing colors? I mean, I don't know shit about fashion, so I'm obviously not one to judge. I think we've got a real disagreement about what the word... Oh, hey, here she is! Hi, piece of shit! Hey. What? What was that? With any further ado, or acknowledgement of the boss in any way, the photographer suddenly hopped up, leaning right over the bar. Reaching down, groping at the bottle sitting underneath the bar on the other side, completely up in the boss's personal space. Wow, she's really just going for that. Excuse me? No, that's not it. Excuse me? Gotta be here somewhere. Excuse me? I didn't quite catch what happened, but the next thing I knew, the photographer had climbed back onto her side of the bar. Hey! Can I help you? Don't touch me? Is there something I can help you with? I'm in a hurry and I need vodka right now. You could have just asked instead of being weird. Why did you decide being weird was the solution? Of course. One shot? No? Just give me a bottle. It's for a group. How about you tell me how many glasses I'm pouring and I'll bring it over to you? How about you stop wasting my time when I'm in a hurry and just hand over a bottle of vodka? Can you do that? Wow, what a bitch. But the boss just shrugged, took a bottle of vodka from the wall behind her, handing it over. That's not very professional. Have fun. Knock yourself out. Was that so hard? Seriously, that was rude as shit. And with that, the photographer was gone. Once I was sure she was out of earshot, I gave the boss a sympathetic look. Wow, I'm sorry. That was real fucking bitchy of her. Is everyone treating you like that? Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Really? No, but still, don't worry about it. Man, I'd be fucking pissed if a bunch of shitty, spoiled rich kids were treating me like that. I like the photographer, but I don't know. I wouldn't put up with that if it were me. It's just a matter of... Think about it like this. Do you know what a limit break is? Isn't that like a Final Fantasy move? Sorry, I don't. That's okay. A limit break is an ability in Final Fantasy! I fucking knew it! That everyone has. It's a special attack you can only use once you've taken a lot of damage and your health is low. I did not peg her for a Final Fantasy player, but you know what? We don't judge here. This is a judgment-free zone. So it's kind of like a balancing act, you know? A lot of boss fights, you'll never have a chance of winning unless you can use your extra powerful limit break ability. But in order to be able to use it, you have to take damage first. If you avoid it, you'll never be able to fight effectively. Is this a metaphor? Not everyone needs to use their limit break. It's okay to keep the rest of your party safe, but for the fighter, you gotta make sure you can use it to fight. I see. No, you don't lie. I don't really know much about video games, but I guess, you know, whatever works for you. Sounds kinda... I don't know, I don't really get all that fantasy shit. No, you understand. It's all about whatever works. We all create our own worlds to survive in, to escape into, to help us understand and cope. And the photographer has created one where she has to establish herself as being in a hierarchy above me. It ain't a good world, but... Well, you know, it's probably because seeing me reminds her of how precious her own social position is. You know, she passes in a certain way, but only conditionally. All this only comes out because a world built around her that anxiety is what she's trapped herself in to help her survive. Wow, this is really deep, and we were just talking about Final Fantasy. Man, you're awfully patient and understanding of someone who is a huge bitch to you. I don't know if I'd be so generous. Well, she's young, and she will hopefully get over it in time. Wink. The boss just shrugged and went to go pour herself a drink, quietly adding, "And if she doesn't, and I see her again, I will drop a goddamn Rezunukukukin on her ass." Presumably, that's a limit break. I've actually never played any of the Final Fantasy games, so I don't fucking know. And then we went to the outside of the boat. Cool. Is something gonna happen? What? Day 3 evening. Ooh. How do I spend my evening? Oh man, okay. Who do we want to hang out with? Alright, we've gotten the easy shit out of the way. Let's do this dress guy. Fucking difficulty 3, let's rock and roll. Alright, let's go. I was passing through the girls' corridor when I ran into... Look, I didn't know, okay? You have to understand, I have literally no way of knowing. This isn't on me. That's a great way to start this chapter. Who? One of my admirers? So to speak. The tall brunette with the long skirts. I don't know who you mean. Why didn't you warn me? As much as it pains me to admit I don't know everything, I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Well? Oh, hi. I've been looking for you. Well, you found me. You know, this is the girls' corridor. What brings you here? Really can't afford any more suspicion, so I'm not gonna do that. I didn't feel too worried, given that, as far as appearances go, my reasons for being there were as unsuspiciously heterosexual as it could get. Sorry, I'm just a little bit confused. At first, I thought we were going to be roommates. Then you said you wouldn't be on the cruise. But now, you're here after all. Which seemed weird to me, because obviously a guy like you being roommates with a girl would be considered improper by heteronormative standards. I don't want the suspicion, so I'm not gonna do that shit. Also, I'm pretty sure this is a guy in the dress, so insinuating that he's a girl is probably negative. Since when do you care about that? Obviously I don't. It just seemed confusing. You can just say it was confusing. Oh, well, you know. I just shrugged. I had no idea how to respond, so I just trailed off awkwardly. A long, awkward pause followed. Nailed it. I hope this doesn't give me even more suspicion. I guess I hadn't considered that. You're not giving me the cold shoulder because of the cross-dressing, are you? Let's just let it play out. Let's just go. I stared. How? Had I somehow fucked up and blown my cover already? We'll just be rude. Fuck it. Go for it. No, dear. I'm giving you the cold shoulder because you interrupted me on the way to the diner. To dinner, excuse me, which is probably in the diner, so double fuck you. I let myself get into character. I still didn't really understand, but I didn't have to understand. I just had to be haughty enough that it seemed intentional. It's not all about you, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. That was really uncharitable of me to assume that. I didn't realize. I forgive you. Of course, you can come with me if you'd like. Is there something you need to tell me? Oh, no. My pronouns haven't changed. I'm still a boy. I thought it would be cute to dress like this, that's all. It is a boy, we confirmed it. Wait! Tall brunette! Remind me, who did you say it was? A charmingly demure boy and an accidental heartbreaker. Henceforth called the boy, the flower. Wow, those are really shitty names. We shall call him... Oh, we already have a captain. We already have a lieutenant, too. Wow, I'm really going through... We'll call him... Sergeant... at... No, I've already got Captain Butt Pants. I don't wanna limit myself to butt-based names, you know what I mean? Sergeant Fist Punch. Oh, I know who you mean now, but... Oh, we're back on the oil rig. There's no way I could have warned you. That's a really bold dress. Good for him. That's news to me. I've never seen him in girls' clothing before. I honestly didn't know. Really? Because he made it sound like he dressed that way because of you. Very explicitly even. He looks so evil right here. I don't know what to say. He's a friendly enough guy. Are you fucking serious? He's a friendly enough guy, but that's the problem. He's grown a little too close to Captain Butt Pants for my tastes. Wow, how convenient the sergeant and the captain are besties. He's not really any part of any important social circles. Still, if you say I inspired him to expand his sartorial horizons, I'm glad to hear it. There's nothing I want more than to inspire people to reach their full potential. I don't believe you. You duped me into the middle of a fucking powder keg with no warning. I think you just didn't want to deal with it. You should have known. Don't you just fucking shrug at me. Hey, just because I'm happy for him doesn't mean it's my problem. I've graduated. I care a lot more about how you dealt with it than him. So, did you get eaten alive, or were you able to tame him? Tame him? What the fuck are you talking about? Can't we just be cool? Why can't we just be cool? Go on! Anyway, I'm just really glad to see you again. You know, I have to confess something. I've always found you really intimidating. Even a year ago, I would have thought, oh, I could never just approach a piece of shit like that. It's like we're on a date. You know what? Let's not fuck this guy. Let's be cool. Well, honestly, I am pretty cool. I'd be intimidated by me too. Nailed it. That was perfect. I would not say something that lame. Well, guess what, buddy? You just did. He just smiled at me when played with his hair a little. I admire you a lot. You know that, don't you? You've always known that. That time we were roommates before. Do you remember how long it took me to actually work up the nerve to have a conversation with you? Like, a real one? I obviously had no idea what he meant. Well, luckily he gave you pretty much the entire story in that sentence. I bet you remember. Horrible save, that was awful. Yes, of course you don't. 2 whole months. I don't know why I'm saying all this. I guess graduating has everyone feeling a bit nostalgic. But I don't know. I thought he seems intimidating, but I'm sure once I get to know him, he'll just be normal. That's not really the case though. I always feel like I'm not at a disadvantage. Like I'm at a disadvantage when I'm talking to you. Like you've got this cool distance. I suppose that makes me nervous. Eh, fuck it. Let's flirt with him a little bit, you know? And yet you're still here talking to me. It couldn't be that you like it when I make your heart go all aflutter, do you? Now I'm giving him kind of that accent. I'm kind of slipping. I grinned at him. Well, maybe just a little. I mean, if I wasn't used to feeling nervous, I wouldn't be dressed like this, would I? That's why I really wanted to see you, though. I went shopping with the stalker right before the cruise because... Well, what do you think of my outfit? Do you think it suits me? I want to hear it from you, since... Oh, ow. I don't want to be mean, but I don't want to arouse suspicion. I've only got 2 more today. So let's just play this out. It's not one of your little black dresses, but still, you're the one who inspired me, so... Does piece of shit wear dresses? This is an interesting development. Go on, what happens next? One of your little black dresses? What? Did I not pack it with the clothes I gave you? You're really gonna have to explain this. Why? I mean, not that I've ever worn a dress, but I have been told that they are retardedly comfortable and you don't have to wear pants. So, like, yay, you know? They're probably pretty rad. Well, it's a staple of any wardrobe, you know. Are you saying you don't have one? What kind of dress do you wear to school dances, then? I don't? They don't suit me, because they're dresses and not suits. That makes sense. Please, I know that's not true. I look great in a nice dress, and you're a ringer for me. You should try it sometime. I think I'll pass. Your suits are bad enough, thanks. Don't tell me you're more comfortable wearing men's suits than a dress. See, I told you they were comfortable. Guess that's the end of that conversation. The point is, he said that you were what inspired him. What do you think? Do you like it? This sort of look, do you think it's a good one for me? I don't want to be mean. He seems like a nice guy. But I can't be gentle because I can't afford the suspicion. What if some shit happens? He looked at me, waiting for an answer. I wasn't really feeling very confident in my ability to read what was appropriate to say, given that my very first interaction with him had been misgendering him. To be fair, we didn't actually misgender him, and it looks like if I don't say anything, I get suspicion, and if I'm gentle, I arouse suspicion. So let's be a dick. I'm sorry, Captain Facepunch. I love you, but that style, is there really a name for it? Yes, it's called Mori Girl. That's what I'm going for anyway. I don't know if I quite got it, but it's a style from Japan. Mori means forest. Ah, that makes sense. So it really is supposed to make me think of a deer in the forest. Yeah, I suppose so. Like a frightened, wide-eyed prey animal, huh? I mean, he said he was intimidated around me, right? He'd set it up for himself. I was just following through on his own words. Well, you look very delicate. Like you'd be so easy to be just a little bit cruel to. Such frilly and modest clothes. When you see them, you kind of just want to tear them off, don't you think? What in the fuck are you saying? This got really weird and I don't know what emotion you're going for here. Ah! But... He looked away, unable to make eye contact at all as he blushed. Is that a good thing? It's very cute. It suits you perfectly. This didn't seem mean at all, really. It ended up being kind of nice, so... Yay, I guess? Ah, well... Thank you. After that, things de-escalated for a while, and we made idle small talk over our food. Yo, that wasn't bad. I didn't get any votes, but I think we're friends, and I didn't get any suspicion. It wasn't until we were about to part ways that he suddenly sprung on me. What he spring? Please forgive me for being so direct, but I have something really difficult I need to ask you. The reason why is a little roundabout, but it's important to me, so please answer seriously, okay? Okay, what's up? This isn't filling me with confidence. What are your intentions with the beauty? 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one gives 4. This one gives up to 4. This one just gives 4. A guaranteed 4 is better than maybe 4, right? Like, that's just math. Have you ever known me not to be serious? I'm gonna make her mine. Well, I don't think anyone should have anyone in a healthy relationship, so never fucking mind that, but that wouldn't be in character. What? You think I'm a chauvinist? I think you're an asshole. So did Sergeant Fist Punch, apparently, because he just nodded. That's great. I mean, everyone knows you'd make a perfect couple, so I'm happy to hear that. I don't really have many votes in the game, but I'd like to give you the ones I do have. Who fucking cares? Just take the votes! He pulled out his phone without any further explanation. I literally don't care at all why he's doing this. Just take the votes. But I decided not to look a gift horse in the mouth and risk further suspicion. You know why you look a gift horse in the mouth, right? It's to see how old it is. You can tell by the teeth. And the horses are extremely expensive to take care of, and a lot of hard work. I don't think that's why you look a gift horse in the mouth. I think it has something to do with Greece, or the Romans or some shit. Do you want to be given a horse that's a huge burden, but is too old to provide any use? You can't put down a gift horse after you've received it. That would be terrible. It's like those people who win luxury homes in contests, but then can't afford the taxes on it. It seems like a gift, but you'd have been better off declining it. What the fuck are you talking about? Nothing! So you took the votes? Of course, yeah. I got 4 votes. Thank you, Sergeant Fist Punch. I love you, I'd salute you, but that's not an option. I'm just happy that's what you're doing. I really hope it works out well. Everyone knows you'd be a perfect couple, but I repeat myself. High school culminating in you two together is the perfect love story, don't you think? Like Romeo and Juliet. True love beating out an arranged marriage with Count Paris. Let's not be so dramatic. After that, he didn't really have anything more to say. I feel like this game would be more difficult if it didn't tell me every time there was suspicion to be gained. He quietly excused himself, heading off without any further... whatever that was, there wasn't any more of it. And he didn't seem either upset at me or suspicious. I guess that could have gone a lot worse, given the way our meeting had started, you know, all things considered. Ooh, late evening! I forgot about late evening, because it's a goddamn nonsense time. But, you know what? That seems like a fairly decent stopping point. We managed to navigate our first very hard encounter without raising any suspicion, so high fives all around. And with that, we'll draw this episode to a close. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next week for even more video game mayhem with yours truly. I'll see you guys then.